Hey, this is Carl from bodybuildingscience.info, where I give you science-based tips to help you build muscle even if you have bad genetics and you can't gain weight easily like me. Today I'm going to answer a question from Kai. Kai, glad to hear from you again. Kai's saying, for the time being, I'd like info on how much protein is enough and can one ever have too much. So Kai, in a video I shot last week, I believe, I talked about how much protein you should be eating to build as much mass as you can. The short answer is your weight in pound plus 10. So if you weigh 160, you would eat 170 grams of protein a day. You can look back and watch that video if you want the nitty-gritty. But right now, I'm gonna talk about, can you ever have too much? Can you ever have too much protein? Is it dangerous for your health? Is it dangerous for your kidneys? We hear this a lot. And it's kind of funny because I was answering a question exactly on that topic yesterday on my website in French. So, Kai, can you eat too much protein and get sick because of it? The short answer, I think, is no. And I'm going to base my answer on two sources. The first one is a study that was carried out on bodybuilders by researchers in Belgium. So they took bodybuilders who were eating 1.37 grams of protein per pound of body weight. That's a lot more than the 1 gram per pound plus 10 that I'm advising you to eat. It's really a shitload of protein. And they compared the kidney function of these bodybuilders to the function of other athletes who were not eating as much protein. And they found that the bodybuilders had the exact same kidney function than the other guys. Not worse, not better, just the same. They were healthy, basically. Every parameter was in the normal range, the healthy range, and it was comparable to the guys in the other groups, athletes in other sports, who were not eating a high protein diet. So I think this is the first piece of evidence that points to a high protein diet not being dangerous for your health. And the second source that I like to quote is a report from the Institute of Medicine that was written for the U.S. military. And there was a bunch of questions in there. I think there were like 400 pages. And in one chapter of the report focused exclusively on potential risks for your health of a high protein diet. The whole report was on protein, and this chapter was trying to answer the question, are high protein diets dangerous for you? And the author, it was really well written, in my opinion. Tons of references, and the conclusions were not too far-fetched. When you read science, you're really happy when you see a researcher being moderate in his conclusions. It means that he's probably not overstating or over-interpreting the science. And as a scientist myself, I appreciate that. So this author, this researcher, concluded his chapter by saying that there was no evidence that high protein diets were harmful in healthy adults. So there you have it. And this again was a report from the Institute of Medicine, which is a really well-known and respected institute in the U.S. for the U.S. military, which is again people I wouldn't joke with. So I think it's pretty safe. It's pretty safe to say that high protein diets are not harmful and that you shouldn't be worried that you eat too much. Kai, I hope I've answered your question right. If you have a minute, please answer my survey. You'll find it in the email I send. And I would like I would like you to do that. And in a minute, I'll shoot a second video as well. And we are going to talk about, let's talk about side effects of creatine. So I've talked about creatine yesterday, and a lot of people wonder if creatine as well can be bad for your health. And tell you about this in a minute. See ya.